G'day and welcome to Foord Offroad. Today I'm going to show you how to replace upper control arms in a Toyota Hilux. These ones are blackhawk fixed upper control arms. Are road safe, they're ADR compliant. Blackhawk is a really good brand. And look at that, look how solid that is. That is nice. Once I got the other one out of the car, I'll compare them to them so you can see the difference between them all. So this is a positive 3 degrees caster that it will add to the car, as well as a lot more clearance around the coil spring. Because when you lift these Hiluxes, which I'll show on when I get the other arm out of the car, the coil spring hits on the inside of the control arm and wears it out, and it just makes all sorts of horrible noises. So let's chuck these in. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the car up on some jack stands. You should never work on a car that's just supported by a jack. Make sure you always use stands. So now that we've got the wheel off and the car is supported by jack stands, we're replacing this upper control arm with one that gives a bit more clearance and also changes the caster angle so the car will drive better, perform better off-road. So I'm going to pull the split pin out, undo this 19 halfway, take this 12mm out, undo the longest bolt in the world, 19mm. So take the split pin out of this top ball joint. And that's actually pulling out of it already. That's how much force is on this because it's too short, because it's the original one. Normally you have to hit it with a hammer. I'm not going to undo that all the way. I'm just going to most of the way. 12mm for the ABS line. 19mm really long bolt that holds on the whole up control arm, held on by one bolt. It is quite tight. Lever in between the spring and the upper control arm. So this is a lot more difficult than doing it on a standard one because the amount of downforce that's on it. So take this super long as bolt and go out. Pull the upper control arm forwards. We've now got that out of the car. You can see on the upper control arm the big divot it's made in it from, well, just over time. It's been like this for about 8 or 9 months. So if you leave that forever, it's going to wear through and break things. But we'll go up and compare this to the other one. Pull the other side apart. Give it a bit of a tap with a hammer. Sparked it, and that's how you get that off. ABS line. That's what I was talking about on the other side. Just because there's so much force on it. So in the engine bay, the end of that bolt actually hits on the bottom of the airbox. So I'm just going to, it's 2 12mm bolts that hold the airbox down. Just going to loosen those off so I can lift it up enough to get that bolt past. Now the airbox is lifted up, push that bolt out. Okay. strongest bolt in the world. This side's not as bad as the other side. The other side was clunking real bad. The Blackhawk upper control arms. You get new bolts, new nuts obviously for the ball joints, new washers for the big bolts, a 6 sticker because everyone knows the stickers are the best bit. So difference straight away, extended ball joint in the Blackhawk ones, as well as greasable from the top. Obviously look how thin and weak that looks, and this is just like solid chromoly or something. I don't think it's not solid, it's like a 5mm wall. Like if you bend this, you're doing a bloody good job. So why get fixed upper control arms when you can get fully adjustable ones? So the first thing, fixed upper control arms, you can hit something as hard as you like and it's not going to knock the alignment out, or at least it's not going to knock the top arm alignment out. The adjustable ones, you either have a thread here and here to move the ball joint to get your desired wheel alignment. If you hit something hard enough, well, like it's a 4-wheel drive, you're going to hit things, rocks and ruts and all sorts of stuff. If you hit something hard enough and that's not done up quite tight enough, you could jump a thread and then it ruins your wheel alignment. The other type of adjustable arm that you can get has a floating ball joint and there's a nut on top that you just move the ball joint to where you want it to get your different angle. I've never used either of the adjustable ones. I can see that the floating ball joint one would be quite hard to adjust. And I reckon that would knock out of alignment really, really easily. So you don't really need adjustable ones, you just need better ones for more clearance to the coil spring. So let's put those in. Feed that up in there. Hold the control arm up. Here's the other side. A new washer on this side also. And they're kind of concaved. It'll put it that way so the concave bit is on the control arm. Let's put it back in. Just going to jack the lower control arm up a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. Put it in there. Lever down on it. New nut. $19mm. Then put the airbox all back together and tighten it down. If you're curious, these are actually Nissan GQ Patrol steel wheels that I've powder coated black, and they're the Maxxis Razor MT 265/75. Anytime you have a wheel off your car, it's important that you check it with a bigger bar to make sure that the wheel nuts are done tight. Now just do like with the other gun, go for a drive because your wheel will come off. Look at that in there, look how nice that looks. I love it. helps if you have a really long spanner, get the tension on these right. Make sure you check them again though. About 100 kilometers, make sure you check them. As well as put some grease in the top wall joint. There's a grease nipple on top of it under that cap. So that's how to replace aftermarket, or any upper control arm in a Toyota Hilux. Exact same thing for Toyota Prado. Exact same thing for Ford Ranger, Holden Colorado, Isuzu D-Max, Nissan Navara, Nissan Patrol Y62, Toyota FJ Cruiser, the newer Hilux, 100 series Cruiser with the IFS, not the solid axle, 200 series Cruiser, Toyota Prado, and an Amarok. You can get these for all those. The main reason to do this is to get a better wheel alignment, like desired wheel alignment, and more clearance around the coil spring on full travel. As you can see, it cuts into it on the standard arms. Also, that's like piss weak compared to like 5mm wall steel. So that's going to last a lot better smashing into things off-road. Now I've got to go to the wheel alignment shop to get Richie, wheel alignment guru, the one and only. Do a wheel alignment on it. So after you do any front end work to a vehicle, you have to have a wheel alignment. Changing an entire upper control arm, you definitely have to have a wheel alignment. So I'm going to go do that. There will be a video going off-road and testing, well not really testing, just going off-road in the Hilux. G'day and welcome to Foord Off-Road. Today I'm working on my Hilux. I'm going to show you how to replace standard shit with good shit. It's just a must-have accessory for every single mole crawler. Some of them gutters at Coles are like, you have to flex like that much to get up those gutters. I don't know how those bloody Nissan Patrols just drive over them, but Hiluxes, Toyotas in general, have a lot of trouble on those gutters. Bloody mole. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, check out Foord Offroad on Instagram, and also now on TikTok. I know that sounds stupid, but check it out anyway. See you next time. Don't forget to put the sticker on so everyone in the IGA car park knows how much of a capable mole crawler you have.